Everything Gucci. Boot to bowl. Connect mom.
Shit probably ain't getting no copyrights like that. We might be able to throw this on the screen.
Steven, what's going on, man? We appreciate the package, man. Definitely appreciate it. Looking forward to recording the video, man.
You know what, man? I ain't eating all them Tim Tams at one time, though.
Yeah, we were surprised to see the two other flavors, the seasonal Tim Tams. Didn't even expect to see those.
He said, "Stubby holder." Hey, Steven, you know you got a Carlton stubby holder just sitting around somewhere, man. You know you got one in the house somewhere, man.
All good. Break out a pack of Tim Tams. He said, "Not a chance in hell."
That's fucked up.
Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. For first West Coast shit they got us in here. That was right, at least. That jersey was fucked up.
That boy said that was right.
Nah, but
Danaher, boy, what the fuck?
No blue merch in my house.
man, I'm still excited for the first draft, man. You know anybody in the draft you looking at now?
I'm really just interested in seeing if the order is gonna go as predicted, as the top three at least.
You know who that's supposed to be?
The Jason Francis Horn. They say the rules are supposed to bid on like 100%, and then you got the two father-son picks, Nick Dacos and Sam Darcy, who are both expected to get bid on from the Collingwood and Bulldogs. So, and then everything falls in line from there, type shit. She the op, bruh. I don't want to say it though, bruh.
You got to.
She fresh, bruh.
You got to.
Sarah Jones fresh, bruh.
Whole fit, bro.
She be clean as fuck, bruh. My boy look like Jerry Springer.
Yeah. I need to do it like a thick Jerry Springer or something, bro.
A leprechaun Jerry Springer.
Eagles pick 10, I think.
I'm also want to see what Frio's gonna do with the pick, the chair. I think they got like somehow they got the 8th pick now, not 6th. The Crows got the 6th pick, so it's like.
You know who y'all trying to get?
There's some dude named McDonald is who a lot one of the Carlton places outlets that I follow be saying, but I don't know. I would like Buddy who broke the dark skin bro who got that break the record, the vertical record. I would like that. Sarah's a hottie. She knows footy. Makes her even hotter. So you use Essendon, bro. So you fuck with Essendon, huh?
She is Essendon royalty, man. Steven, you watched the that Essendon documentary they had going on?
You could tell Sarah was bad back in the day too, bro. You could tell, bro. You wanna grab my chair?
Then maybe there's not that pressure on. The West Coast at the bottom end there with only 5 top 30 picks in the last 5 years. Hawthorn chased more. We heard about Sam Mitchell's desire to get some more players. St Kilda, is there a cliff coming? Well, this is the importance of these picks. So you can't understate the importance of nailing these picks. We've only had half a dozen of them. The importance of getting them right is critical to your club's success and give your coach an opportunity to win a flag. So tonight's everything for these football clubs.
Yeah, it certainly is, and we'll be watching that throughout the next few years and debating and dissecting what happens this evening as we head across to the West and join our draft guru, Mick Ablett. Mick, we know that the West
Nick Ablett? Is he related to Gary, you know?
Smooth run in the past 2 years.
These boys be so young, bro. It's crazy to think that these folks are so young, bro. And playing footy is like 15 years.
And you're
Something
right,
like
Jones,
that, bro.
they've been far more fortunate than their counterparts on the East Coast. They've had a good couple of years of solid football over here in the West. Lots of opportunities to put their best foot forward. And
I also want to see it where if Josh Cruz gets drafted.
All the other players around the country.
And Mick, it is North Melbourne that has the #1 pick tonight. For the first time in their history, we're going to have a look at who has
What's
got the
good,
big
Cullen?
advance across this evening. Brad Johnson.
Cullen, what up, man?
Long time no speak, it feels like, man. Long time no chat, if you don't mind. Yeah, West Coast got 10.
Certainly will. And you got the Brisbane Lions as well.
I think-
18 at the moment with the
I think maybe later on there's the drugs. I didn't get to see the last couple episodes.
back a couple of places when that does occur. Shifter as always.
Damn, we ain't nowhere in the first round. Shit.
Even some of
It was pretty good though, Steven.
well within the early rounds of the draft.
I didn't watch it all. I watched the first 2 episodes,
Clubs can trade on the night.
but from those 2, it was interesting. It was kind of one of those boring, interesting, but you could definitely learn a lot. I did. If I was an Essendon fan, I would like it. What's good, Yabo? Yobo?
The Pirates are. What's going on, man?
We expect to go #1 tonight. He seems to be the complete package.
Yeah, well, you can understand why clubs try to circle for the #1 pick in Jason. And when you look at the way that he plays, we know his highlights, and you can see across when you look at him where he does so well all the time. But there's little things in terms of stepping up to AFL level, and it's attack to defence and transition in play when you've got
I thought he had a hat on.
position, put pressure on it, turn it back over, and how quickly he can assist in all facets of the game. And as you can see here, he gets into attack mode. He's a part of that.
Hey, who's this? I need to pay attention.
#1, Jason Francis Horn.
And get the ball back for his team. So I love that about him as well. He's got the flair that sits at the bottom of the game. Also, he does the hard yards, but also to take a big hand.
Hard yards. I'm gonna start saying, look at bro.
Patrick Dangerfield, but I like the comment from him briefly. He models his game on that 5. He loves his
Nigga's trying to keep his fingers together to line.
So it's always good when you hear a player taking the job as a pro athlete really seriously. Well, I think everyone's going to
following
go
the script
He,
for real.
he funny as shit. Look, you see that? Look up.
20 years
That down, make sure he loses his spot.
It wasn't.
Yeah, well, I've got my pick one as the
Grand final was the last time I'd say.
to Horn France. But look,
Alright,
across
so.
the guys on this list
But,
here we called out early enough.
Troy, what up, man?
Really like
Can
Matthew
you see me?
Johnson. I love the way
Must
that
be
he
all the
goes
F and
about
hate.
his footy. He's a great
Troy.
line as well.
Troy, it was good.
And Bert Hobbs is the other one. If I was to select first within the draft, I'd be going straight to Ben Hobbs. Looking at all
Ben Hobbs.
all the young players
I don't know this dude.
I think, look, there's talk that he might go early. There's some talk that he might go in the teams.
Colin, I did check out that video. I actually checked it out right after we got done filming our Eddie Best video. As backwards as that is. What's good, Cabin? Yeah, we in America.
Cabin, Cabine.
Come on.
What? Where are you from?
The name doesn't look Australian, if I had to guess. If not, where are you from? And welcome to the channel. We haven't seen your name yet, so.
Have some sort of balance in there and look after the other states. But as you can see on the board here, Neil Erasmus, one that's been spoken about heavily, particularly over here in the West, some interest from the clubs here. And the one I really want to focus on here is a guy who may not be called in that top dozen players. However,
GWS, man.
in my opinion, he could possibly be the steal.
The teams that are 2 and 3 are gonna have that advantage because they're about to get them Hall of picks set because they have to match that bid. And I think GWS second pick, ain't it?
Look at the vision here.
I think so, yeah.
So.
For Swan Districts. He's very, very similar to a Darcy Moore type. Can play either end of the ground, sensational in set
Darcy
market.
Moore type.
The game we see here on screen.
I'm about to start learning builds.
Build.
Yeah, footy builds.
Oh God, that shit funny as fuck.
Glimpses of what he's capable of, and that's certainly someone that belongs high in the draft order.
Oh, might be a bolter tonight. Thank you very much to Mick Ablett. David King, who are you seeing as the pick of this year's draft crop?
I'm not sure what these other two are doing, Sarah. They're in the right order as they should be. Horn Francis and Dacos, there's been enough spoken about those guys. I think when you look at Gibcus's highlight reel, it's a bit like watching a Peter Knight's back from back in the day. Unbelievably aggressive intercept marker. Josh Ward is someone that I think will really jump into contention in the top half a dozen picks. Love what he does. Love his.
Be interested to see who flops, bro. Like the Logan McDonald.
But the one that I've got jumping right up, and
He might turn up next year, though. You know what I'm saying?
my selections, I'd have Sam Butler right up there. I think he's a Zach Butters type player. He's hard, he's tough, he's creative, he does the basic brilliantly, and he's a ready-made forward pocket.
Yeah, Troy, matter of fact, we're officially a part of the USAFL now. I don't know if we're on the website yet, but we're a part of the league now, for real, officially, so. And man, y'all about to see Town Pirates everywhere. I should throw up the USAFL logo on this bitch too.
Should.
A few whispers on draft night. Shifter, do you have your
Cabine's a dog supporter.
or is it a bit
Been
longer
a
than
tough
that
couple
stage?
months. Yeah, I believe it.
Well,
Did pretty well though, but
If you can and you don't mind, hit subscribe for us, man. We're on the quest to 1,000, man. You seem pretty cool. Seem like you'll fit in well with the chat, man.
Matter of fact, who do you support in the AFL? Who's your team?
Who's my?
Cabin?
He said the dogs.
Oh shit, I'm tripping, bro.
the optimism.
I don't know why I process that so different.
just blame it on just waking up, bro. You can always do that.
That shit funny as fuck. GWS.
Big as shit. Who is this thing?
Is it a sense of pride in what Jason's probably going to achieve in the next
This
few
is old
years?
coach.
Yeah, probably all of the above. I'm sure Jason's got a bit of nerves happening inside, but he's a really calm and collected human. Fabian and Tricia done a tremendous job raising him, and I know there's a proud family sitting there and a proud footy club to wait and see.
That's awesome, my new team. I appreciate that, Troy. We definitely appreciate
If he
that.
heads to the Kangaroos,
Might be having some merch soon, so if you're interested in getting some apparel of any kind, let us know what you'd be interested in.
Getting a really strong competitor that wants to invest into an environment. He'll give his all, and that's certainly the way he plays. Once he crosses that white line, he's a super competitor. With the ball and without the ball, and I'm sure they're going to get the player on the hands for a long time.
This boy here turning up.
A certain way, and Jason thrived under your guidance, which is a real credit to the way you've been able to guide him the last couple of years. How will he go with that transition to a new club, an AFL style?
Year or two, yeah. Kind of picked up on that a little bit, seeing how inconsistent as far as how the young boys get games. Just you seem chill. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the game, man. You're officially a pirate, man.
Officially pirates. We are pirates. They are pirates now, bruh. The gang is pirates.
The pirate chat.
Yeah, man. Pirates deeper than they know, man. Pirates deeper than people know, man.
trying to tell you, bro.
What are some of the specific areas that you've worked with him closely over the last couple of years?
Another camera on the way, man. So we're about to be getting even better footage, man. Different angles of the games.
Obviously, what you see naturally is his competitiveness.
Some bean poles, all right.
he's a
Nick
class
Cox.
player, and when he doesn't have it, he defends really well. The things that we worked on him over the pre-season was just probably his inside 50 efficiency. Being a mid-connect player, wanting to really ensure that we're getting scores.
LB.
What's good? West Coast Eagles all day, every day, man.
I was like a dead. I forgot. Been too far removed, bro.
Well, Jared, congratulations on the work you have done and the role you have played to date in Jason's football career. We look forward to seeing
Shit, when I stop buying drugs, I work out something besides the YouTube button. That's the limit of my computer skills. Hey man, well, we got a lot for you on YouTube, man. We appreciate you being here as consistent as you are if you're not that good with technology.
Hey, bro, we just got into footy the beginning of this year, well, the beginning of the last season. Our first video was a prediction. We got dropped that like right before round 1. Shit, we really been trying to stay consistent with dropping videos. So we do recaps, highlights. We starting our own USAFL team. So we got us playing. We don't have any games as a Pirates yet, but we got us playing with different teams. Man, this is just all footy content, all footy content over here, man. So definitely appreciate the subscribe. I'm a West Coast Eagles supporter, West Coast Eagles all day, every day. That's pretty much.
Won't be at Marvel Stadium for those same reasons. Regardless of that, it's a great event here. It's a great atmosphere. It's a very exciting young man.
But that's pretty much what it is for me, man.
This year, which is where all the clubs and the chief
Yo, boy, funny as hell, bro.
that looks to play a really
Bro, this is the bag that Steven sent us, bro. And I ain't have no ashtray, so I'm action in here. Look at yo. I thought it was a regular bag, bro, and I ain't even peeped this is the Australian bag.
top 30. We'll see, of course, the draft.
That nigga's stop.
LBC, you stole his pink beanie.
With their chief recruiter, Matthew Clark.
This one orange, bro. Oh,
You talking about mine,
you
bro?
talking about that's my shit?
Yeah. You say I'm the Phantom now, bro.
He said beanie.
What's up, fam? Leanne, what's up? Pirate
Leanne.
Jammer, what's going on again here? I'm looking at the fucking. What's going on again here?
spots on the list in various areas.
Is that Damien Harwood?
With the five,
Yeah,
so
nah, that ain't him.
every pick's important though,
Who is
so
it?
we put as much work into the first one as we do with the fourth and fifth. So yeah, exciting.
Is there also some added pressure this year, particularly when it
That
comes
suit
to
trash.
Victorian crop, just because we haven't seen these
She ain't no
guys
Sarah
really play
Jones.
She ain't no Sarah. Hey, hey, yo, bro, I ain't even finna do the bag no more, bro. We got something else.
Probably even the training that they have been able to do together has been really important. So
You be noticing every goddamn thing, ain't it? Shit.
this year between say 10 to 12 games for some. So
That suit's so trash. That bitch ain't even tailored.
first pick.
Look at that bitch. Look at that bitch by the elbow.
Hey, man, I heard found a new word. Proportions. The proportions is off, bro.
That shit ass as fuck.
Proportions is off of that.
That shit ass as shit. Look at the shoulders, nigga. That bitch drooping at the
I tell
shoulder.
you, bro, she got that 80s drip.
might sound like the party line, but we'll go best
God, that early 2000s in the NBA drip. Big ass draft suit.
we'll be just going best player.
She just need the big hair.
And
Some
just
guy.
one type of fans, I was saying it's the first time you've had a pick inside the
That
top
mic's
10
big as shit, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Nick Costello.
Look at that mic big as shit.
So yeah, it's
Big ass microphone.
thanks.
Thanks, Sarah. Well, it's time now to meet a couple of young stars
This
in
nigga's
great
goes-
And then you just go to Sarah clean and shit.
These guys are best mates. They've played all of their junior football together. So we sent Nick Del Santo to where it
Del Santo.
began to get a glimpse into what makes these two tick.
Blake and Finn, thanks a lot for your time. What an exciting time of your life that it is. We're sitting here in the Mordia League Rayside change room.
Young mullet boys.
Through this window where you played all of your junior football. Sort of emotions.
That's cool.
Good point to get into. I like seeing what other countries do into the NFL. What are your thoughts on
Jordan DeGropey.
The gropey.
Uh,
This country?
when he touched a girl in New York and got arrested and shit.
I don't know.
A long time ago. Can you remember the
and then he got off. But I think a charge he got.
I remember the whole situation. I don't know why I don't be putting names. I don't be connecting names to fucking situations, bro.
There's many. I'd probably say definitely kicking.
Just get more acclimated. If it was a West Coast player, you would have. So
Yeah.
it's just.
So we got enough drug problems, man. We're trying to get away from it.
What does he need to work on? Maybe he's marking. Contest marking. I don't know.
Who are these people?
Let's go the other way. In regards to Blake, what's Blake's greatest strength?
Yeah, so I think definitely just his overall athleticism. Always been a great mark. Take pack marks, speckies. So I think his greatest attribute would be.
Arm shit.
What areas can Blake work on as he makes that next step to say,
I'm better than me.
Just endurance, just down.
But hell no. I know hell no.
Run the one-on-one with them boys.
About 20 seconds. So,
Run 1-on-1.
if he continues to improve that, he's going to be really hard to stop.
how many competitive games have you played in the last 2 years?
I've only played actually 6 for Sandy, and then plus about 4 for school footy, so it's about 10 games.
I think I only had a couple of bracket games last year, and then probably all up maybe 14 or so this year. So it's not really even a full season over 2 years. So
West Coast Eagles, what drug problem?
There's so many people in the sporting landscape that have just missed so many opportunities. I touched on it earlier. How have you controlled those emotions and I guess mentally worked your way through what's been happening?
I think we've both just been focusing on school a bit this year as well, but then
I want to see what the fuck Gold Coast is gonna do.
if the opportunity for games does come around, we're both ready.
What pick they got?
Mentally, for me personally,
I wish they just kept it on the screen.
put my head down and try to get through as best I could. Just made sure I
Like a
stayed in
days
contact
ago.
with a lot of people. And, we just kept each other motivated at the same time. And Blake, you're a Saints supporter. Yeah. Still to this day. Still to this. Who was your favourite player growing up? Oh, there's a few. Yourself would be one, I reckon. I love Lenny Hayes and Nick Rewalt too. And I'm going to ask you the same question. Yours has got a little bit of an asterisk at the bottom of it. You were a Saints supporter.
Yeah.
Who was your favourite player while you were a Saints supporter?
So I was Saints supporter till about 2014, 2015, and then changed to the Doggies. But favourite,
Why?
Well,
They
on
won.
one side of the family, and like an early beverage, so that was one of the factors. Just because you want to see him do well, so it's and the Doggies we weren't even that good at the time. So you can't
Bandwagon.
I'm absolutely saying you jumped on the bandwagon. A couple of bad years at 9 and 10, you thought, where can we get some success here? So you followed the Dogs.
So,
you could say that, but
they're
favourite
brothers?
Saints was,
Them two?
Hayes, yeah.
Nice. And the Dogs, who's your favourite player?
I love the Bond. Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely favourite player.
I know Burr on the left name Blake.
And the other one was like Coward.
Oh, Finn Callahan.
Yeah, Finn Callahan who was on the right.
Oh, okay. He gonna be top 10. They saying.
The one on the left was that. Who Cullen talking about?
Dacos is the goddamn Collingwood father son. He gonna go to Collingwood, Cullen. You think they ain't gonna let that slide? Let me look up the
Live the Ranger life. Ford Ranger Wild Track X. The new carpeted electric series has arrived. Advanced battery technology.
He's a Blues fan. And GWS are interested too.
Precision car.
So if you take somebody's father's son, can you just outbid them and you get it?
You have to match the bid.
So
So the pick is GWS's, and that's worth a certain amount of points, and so GWS is gonna have to get that certain amount of points for Collingwood to. Collingwood has the right to match that bid, type shit. So Collingwood is gonna have to give up all these draft picks that equal up to that point to GWS to get that pick, type shit. And so that shit finna happen with Darcy and Dacos, bro. So two teams finna come up. I feel like.
Alright, so and each draft pick is like a sign of value.
Right. With the highest pick being more value type shit. That boy ain't going to no damn Blues. GWS. Now that's interesting.
Every year, I think, Paddy, this week, you'll be picked.
So Finn Callahan or whatever he's projected to go number 3 on this mock draft, this random mock draft.
And who has number 3 pick?
GWS.
Who has number 2 pick?
Well, it's okay. So it says Sam Darcy going. So GWS has a second pick, but they're assuming. Oh yeah, it's okay. So GWS has a second pick. This has got this assuming that Western Bulldogs is gonna match that shit type shit. So GWS is gonna fall back a pick. So some dude named Blake. Blake Hose 19.
Who's our projected pick? 10.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Neil Erasmus. This I think this probably Decos. Decos dad. Yep. Shit, boy. Right foot step around the body.
That nice selected a row out the back and people would be saying, so he let loose for Josh Kickby the nice goal, but unfortunately my phone blew up afterwards and I caught lots of fantastic vision.
Fantastic vision indeed. Don't you love that enthusiasm? But Nick Dacos, in his own right, is a brilliant young talent and destined to wear the Collingwood black and white in a move that will delight the Magpie Army and, of course, the hierarchy at
Still
the
gonna be
Collingwood
ass.
Football Club. Well, the wait is over. The
Hey, yeah.
2021 NAB AFL draft is about to begin. Let's head to the chief
Y'all ready?
executive officer
Y'all ready?
of the AFL, Mr. Gillan McLaughlin.
Some of these boys' dreams about to come true, man.
Everyone, and welcome to the 2021 NAB AFL draft.
Okay.
Above the AFL, I would like to
Gillen
acknowledge the
McLaughlin.
Rotary people, the traditional owners of the land we're in today, and pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. We acknowledge we play our great game on this land and respect the cultures of all First Peoples, their contribution to our nation and contribution to the game of Australian rules football. Tonight is an exciting time for our AFL competition and an even more exciting time for the players who are waiting patiently. But thanks to Fox Footy and KO, we'll be taking you around the country tonight to meet our next generation of stars, all hoping to hear their names called and be able to realise their dreams of becoming an AFL.
Boy, like an old ass man.
In a normal year, the
Shit,
nominees
who
would
is that?
have completed months of matches, national carnivals and exhibitions to plan for the draft, but instead have adapted to the restrictions forced upon them and prepared in the most unique circumstances.
What, David T, don't it?
As former
He
number
did a
3
little bit.
draft pick Chris Judd told a
David
group
Teague,
of
son?
AFL draft prospects earlier this year. Regardless of the
Teague Jr.
situation,
I seen a dude that looked just like David T next to it, bro.
on your competition. Remaining diligent through adversity.
Might be that nigga's son. Let me see.
So, despite the pandemic challenges the community faced this year, it's done nothing to deter the enthusiasm and the commitment of potential draftees. We received over 860 draft nominations from players in every state and territory across the country. The talent that is selected tonight has the opportunity now to regenerate our game, replacing greats such as Sean Burgoyne and Eddie Betts, who have recently stepped into retirement. Sean was a round 1 draft selection, while Eddie was chosen in the pre-season draft. These two greats played more than 750 games and showed that the opportunity to be great can come from any position in tonight's NAB AFL draft.
Straight.
Tomorrow's latest selections or Friday's rookie draft. And from everything we've seen and heard in recent weeks, members of this year's draft class have all the talents to make an immediate impact at the clubs that select them. Now, while there isn't a spot for everyone, is a clear indicator that our game is strong.
Anybody got any picks they looking forward to in the chat? What y'all looking forward to in the draft, man?
It's a life-changing moment to hear your name called.
That's that boy
Regardless
Lear, ain't
of
it?
what number you're selected, it is an achievement in itself to have the opportunity to play the game at the highest level. So to those of you selected, your new club will provide you with
Is that David T, bro?
and teaching to be successful.
Do look like,
It's up
bro.
to each and every one of you
I don't think so.
to determine how
I
you
think
use
you
this
would put
opportunity
them on the
to write
glasses
your
for
own
some
future.
reason.
You can do extraordinary things, but you have to make it
So it's 3:30 a.m. right now.
to enjoy it along the way. Wish you all the best of luck. On behalf of the AFL, I'd like to acknowledge and send our thanks to our long-standing
Is
partner.
these teams president about to come out?
NAB's support of the AFL
President?
Stars
Yeah.
program, starting with NAB AFL Auskick, is pivotal to our ability to
Are they?
a world-class talent pathway for young footballers, of which the draft is the culmination. NAB's support of the AFL and these programs allows young players to realise lifelong dreams of becoming professional footballers. And tonight, that dream becomes a reality for a select group of young men from around Australia. So thank you to NAB, and now I welcome the Chief Operating Officer, Les Matheson.
Thanks very much, Gil. NAB has proudly partnered with the AFL since 2002, and we've enjoyed watching the game grow. We've continued to expand our partnership to support footballers from NAB AFL Auskick to the big time. And that includes NAB League, NAB AFL and AFLW Rising Star programs, and the NAB AFLW competition itself. The NAB AFL Rising Stars
Rational Roman. Yeah, y'all do have a nice little draft hand, so as long as you don't draft some whiffs, man. You know, whiff on the draft. I don't know about the whole domination thing, but keep y'all afloat. Yeah.
portfolio and the opportunity to engage with a dedicated NAB private banking manager to assist with their financial goals.
If you're watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, please drop us a subscription, like, comment, subscribe, you know, do all that. Chase to 1,000, road to 1,000, almost there, man.
Despite the challenges faced over the past couple of years.
Tell a mate, tell a bloke.
I wish you all the very
Tell a mate, tell a bloke.
every success.
Already knew.
Season ahead.
Alright, yeah. That was like, alright, bro.
Well, the time has now come. Clubs are ready and waiting in their selection rooms. Round one starts now, and the North Melbourne Football Club
Gold Coast got third pick.
first selection
Yeah.
in our club.
Whenever, whenever plane tickets let up, man, whenever COVID let up a little bit, whenever shit opened up, man, we're definitely looking for flights out there.
Yeah, there is. The prestige, though, is enormous, and look, I'm sure North are ready to go and to push that button as quick as possible. It's a huge honour for the football club to call out the #1 pick in the national draft.
An incredible amount of work goes into scouting the player that will take this #1 spot. Kevin, these are the guys that have made the call.
Yeah, see Brady Rawlings there that heads up their recruiting network. Mark Finnegan out to see there as well. Scott Clayton, a very experienced group having a look at it. They'll have assessed this, particularly over the last 3 to 4 months when it looked likely they would be in the position to take the 1 or 2 and would have gone.
So what are you hoping? What position are you hoping to address?
Games live, ongoing conversations. It's not an easy call. There's not a lot between the top players in this draft.
I really don't know. I'm just observing this. I don't know what to expect. I don't know nothing about the rookies right now.
So, saying for West Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you hope to draft best player available, even if it doesn't?
I don't know.
You'd rather
fit the position.
That'd be interesting. Hope they have like the big board and all that, bro.
For many months leading into it, and now it's just left to pull the trigger on who they're going to select, and of course the families are just waiting for
Waiting
this
in
name to drop.
anticipation. Jason Horne-Francis there, of course. Will the bid come in for Nick Dacos to start? That's what we're all waiting to find out.
Okay, so we've got a trade coming in which
Oh.
involves Geelong and the Western Bulldogs. So this is a strange moment because we're waiting for the big one and we have
23. So
this is for the Dogs to be able to get enough points.
Bulldogs traded down.
Look, it's an important move, I think. It really is. But
Or did they trade up?
exactly, we're on a big pump up here for pick 1 to be announced, and the first thing we get is a trade in the national draft. But that's the element of what we have shipped up.
They were dying to get that trade done. We thought it might happen tonight, but not before pick 1.
Oh, Troy.
Troy funny as shit.
Troy funny as shit.
That's the thing, you can have the draft board set for months and months, but things can happen. This is a live draft.
Well, the phones are going at the moment with North Melbourne. So that's the element of what could be.
You remember which one of them was their coach?
It was one that was thrown up on us right now at the start, but just an element of the way things can play out.
Is it bro on the left? On the phone right now? On the far left?
Hell nah.
Then it's bro in the middle.
Hell nah.
Hell nah.
Bro on the far right, he just got his glasses off. Remember when he got his first win? That nigga was.
Oh,
Yep. He just
what's
had
his remember bro name?
David Noble.
David Noble. He's related to somebody.
That's
playing right now.
Little bro that played for Collingwood. It's not Peter Noble. It's something Noble.
Unprecedented scenes. Normally, the first pick is a bit of a fait accompli. The club knows exactly what's happening, and we move from there. But as we said, it
I need my beanie back, bro.
delayed this somewhat.
And that's the element as well, because you've got clubs that will have some players bid on Nick Dacos and Darcy, so you've got to be able to accumulate the points, and then off the back of that shift, you get pushed to the back end of the draft because of what you have to come up with to select these players or match the bid.
We've got another trade of picks.
Oh shit.
So,
North.
from left field, it is
Bulldogs again.
picks there. So
They flipped that pick that they just got from.
So North have gone up in this year's draft. So Kevin, everyone's just getting their ducks in a row.
They are, and gee, to think it's 20 years ago we had our super draft, and we're talking about that for a long time. We might be talking about this draft too for different reasons. Yeah, way back to when Luke Hodge started to think that he's only just.
Yeah, Cullen, I reached out to him. He said he'll follow us. He really didn't say anything too much.
Chris Judd way back then with that first pick, that debate went for 3 or 4 months.
But I tried.
Well, North are taking
Pick is in.
Every moment of their time as we head back to Gilbert.
The number 1 pick of the 2021 AFL draft. National draft is.
Pick 1 of the 2021 NAB AFL draft. North Melbourne Football Club have selected Jason Horn-Francis from the South Adelaide Football Club.
All right, young man.
What a moment for Jason Horn-Francis from the South Adelaide Football Club.
That boy ain't excited for shit. That boy knew you were number 1, ain't he? God.
What took so long, bro?
God damn.
This shit better be fine, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. Boy, play some Greenwood, boy. Yeah, he's a bit strange. Oh, he's talking about, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It'd be nice in the midfield, though. See if he can do it against some grown men.
Hell yeah. Ball use is questionable.
They got smashed by the Cats. The Cats VFL team absolutely destroyed him. But you look at a guy that didn't give up from minute 1 right through. Even when the game was completely done, this guy was still giving 100% in the contest.
Jason becomes the first South Australian taken with pick number 1 since
North.
his mentor Bryce Gibbs. That was back in 2006.
Hey, man.
So a nice little piece of
North
symmetry there.
might be a
Head
sleeper
over to
team
David King
next year.
in the lab. Kingy, your old team, North Melbourne. What are they getting here? This is such an exciting moment.
Yeah, it is. Thank God for that. We got that trade done. This kid's an absolute gold star, and particularly forward of the ball. I like when he goes forward and he can take those contested marks. I mean, this is Patrick Dangerfield all over. You can see him flying, taking contested marks. He's got an edge to him. He's a bit of a killer when the offer's there. So he loves a fight, he loves a feed, all those sorts of things. But have a look at him in the air. This is what I really like. So he's the modern package that you need. Full forward and midfield time. I think that he's one of those guys that the Kangaroos are desperately looking for, building this midfield out. We know what they're going to get. They got the Ruckman,
Oh, he was a little turned up.
Jacob Edwards. And there's no doubt
People around him was.
Yeah. That boy, like, nigga, he knew what was going on. What he say? Look, he said, "Mama, chill out."
See, that boy can be a franchise player, man.
That's the reaction we wanted to see, wasn't it? Oh, relief and sheer exuberation. I think it is just such a
grandma.
special moment, and the families and the friends that ride every single bump with them, it is such a treasured memory.
That's right, and now it's up to Jason, because you're right, family and friends and coaches have all got Jason at this point. He now takes it on board. He moves over.
So we done here, God damn.
As I said, he's ready to go to North Melbourne. We'll look after him, of course, and settle him in, and that midfield now, when you add Jason into what they've already
With cheese like fuck.
is absolutely sensational.
And what about this for a moment that you will never forget? Malcolm Blight, of course, a Hall of Fame legend, presenting him with his North Melbourne jumper, and of course, amazing ties to the North Melbourne Football Club.
Yes,
Blighty as well.
amazing player, and one of the last of the playing coaches, of course. A brilliant player and coach, one of the legends in the AFL's Hall of Fame, and so appropriate that he's presenting that jumper.
Turned it around with the number 6 on the back, so that obviously is a sign that may be the number he's wearing.
I read an aura not dissimilar to Richmond's Dustin Martin. Now, that's a pretty big call.
That's a good call, and I really think it's a good call because of the way that all facets of the game he does well. Now,
What, Dusty?
to continue to go to a whole new level that he has never experienced before.
No,
That will come with
that was him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
as we said, he's ready to rock and roll.
All right, we're going to head now to Jason. Congratulations, the number 1 draft pick in the 2021 draft. Talk to us about the moment. There was a bit of a wait. There was some anxiety. We didn't know what was happening. There were picks getting swapped. What was that like to live that?
Yeah, it was a bit weird. The TV shut off, and we couldn't see much. And yeah, luckily Benny.
Darcy number 1. Nah, Jason Horn Francis number 1.
But yeah, it's a pretty special moment. Yeah.
So what are you feeling right now? Is it relief?
But GWS may draft him.
What's bubbling underneath that?
What's the deal?
Coach, what up, man?
West Coast Eagles all day, every day, man. That's the deal now.
Hell no.
Yeah, I can't wait to get into things with the North Melbourne Footy Club, and just
Being straight with your man.
really special moment that I've got to share with some great people.
Jason, they got some great midfielders already.
Matty Bobby, drop us a subscription for us one time if you don't mind, man. If you haven't already.
Some of the best young talent that we see in the
Chase to 1,000, man.
Yeah, definitely. I think North are on the right direction, and they've got a lot of young talent.
It's funny when Australians say it be
Darcy number 2.
Oh. Bulldogs bid pending. We'll see if they match it, which is to be expected.
Do you think you can make an impact immediately? I suppose that's the dream of every young player.
So he's a key forward.
For a lot of players to come and make
Hey, Australians when they say be funny as shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty well.
The boy say yum. The boy say
That shit is kind of hard, bro.
It's gonna be a couple of, because they're younger too, so they're not gonna be as well spoken. Or used to being in front of the cameras and shit, might be nervous.
Get the lingo a little bit, man.
Hell yeah.
Wow, what a moment
Okay,
for him
thanks.
as we have a look here.
Yep,
with
at the house,
West
just waiting on
bid pending because the
Jamaica to
GWS
get off work.
Giants
I feel you. Pick me, kick it to me, Tasmania. With Troy Funny. Oh, they matched it?
Well, Leon Cameron and Luke Darcy are very close mates as well.
Yep. Oh. Alright, well. They cross what's going on. No, so GWS got the next pick then.
Wait, so it's still pending, ain't it? This
It
is
looks
just
like
around what it is. What they went gain and lose.
Right. It look like, oh yeah, it's still pending effects.
Young Harry, boy.
Second tallest, boy. Oh, the Koning too? Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Count.
Pick is in.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Western Bulldogs have matched GWS Giants bid for Sam Darcy.
Well, GWS, what you finna do? You finna get your shit bit again? Getting.
Great moment, such a special young talent, someone that's really, I suppose, been spoken about a lot this year, given what he's been able to do with the football. Kicked 6 goals, 3 in the Victorian trial against Werribee, which saw him shoot up the draft.
Sure, this blood guy. He's oh shit.
Oh shit.
205, he's got another centimetre too, Jono, from the last time we measured him. He is a big,
Shit.
fully an awesome athlete, this boy. He just one sort of, well, he's called a unicorn, I think, by Jason Davenport there at Oakley, because they're very rare. Boys of that size that can do what he can do.
Congratulations to Luke and Beck, of course, and the families. Look at that vision. He's a better kick than Luke, that's for sure.
Our old teammate. And of course, Mum Beck, you mentioned,
Yes.
there's an Essendon connection, of course.
Of course you had to get that
Two-time
in there.
premiership player, the other grandfather in
Yes.
David Shaw. So Bulldogs and the Bombers, but definitely a son of the West at the moment. As we head to Tom Morris, who was at the London Tavern.
Cat's going to get more pensioners.
Tom, this is such a special
Oh man. Third generation has got to be rare. I know, doesn't it? Savani, right?
I had a little indication before that was a possibility, but still very nervous. But glad to have it all over now.
How excited are you to get to the Dogs?
Oh yeah, I'm unbelievably excited. It's just a dream I've been forever, and it's just so excited to finally get my name called out and be at the Dogs.
So you're a third generation Western Bulldogs player. Who have been the biggest influences on your career so far?
Yeah, I'd say my dad's probably been up there, but also all the coaches over my journey had a huge impact on me, and yeah, very grateful for all the support I've been given over the years.
Now, are you still growing, Sam?
I think so. Yeah, I've shot up another couple centimetres this year, which is nice.
Now, I've been told to ask, who cuts your hair?
Who cuts my hair? There's a guy called Don in Hawthorne who's he does a good job, yeah.
Congratulations, Sam. Look forward to you playing for the Western Bulldogs and seeing how your career unfolds.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. Thank you.
3 haircuts for a while. But how well are your Western Bulldogs going in pick number 1 and 2 in 2 years and playing in the grand final? Some good times ahead. The GWS Giants pick number 3 is in.
With pick 3, the GWS Giants have selected Finn Callahan.
Finn Callahan, GWS.
Well done, Finn Callahan, an ideal modern midfield with both speed and endurance.
Hey, I'll take one shit. Preach. Oh shit. Oh shit. Preach. Chris Scott gotta go. I know Wine's Oliver highly regarded, but Toby must be close to the best player in the comp now. I don't think Wines is the best player in the comp, man.
I would definitely like to see a lot more from Ollie Wines.
Shit.
Some of the vision isn't great coming from behind. You know, AFL level, that pressure will come from the back, but he's got that left foot step, so it should hold him pretty steady.
Dad Brett was a Commonwealth Games runner, a 400-metre national champ, so that's the pedigree of a pretty handy runner. David King will get to see that running and, well, a bit of footy smarts as well, hopefully next season.
He's a beautiful kick, Sarah. That's the one attribute that stamps him as an AFL great. There's no doubt about that. He's going to be a ripper to watch. He has got the step. He doesn't just take what's on offer. He always wants more. Wants to embarrass players, which I think is a great trait at this age. He wants to.
He says a great embarrassed player was a great trait at this age.
See him lining up next to a Josh Kelly and these sorts of players playing the same way in the midfield. So he's got beautiful touch. Is the one thing that I think separates the great kicks in our game. So his ability to drop the ball into the leading lane or find a clear target using angles. And that's what you need to be a modern midfielder. Just this kick here.
Kyrie Irving is kind of. Has Kyrie Irving played the game yet?
This season, no.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving is kind of forcing himself out the league. And being forced out the league, if you don't mind.
It's weird out here because states have different
mandates. And so he's a citizen of New York. He's not able to play in home games. But the Nets also doubled down and said, all right, if you're not playing home games, you're not about to play halfway participate with our team, so you're not playing away games either. So.
Congratulations, you must be stoked you're a GWS Giants player. Yeah, no, very happy, Tom. Yeah, over the moon's bit.
You're gonna be
not sure, Steven.
Yeah, since I was little, so yeah, to have it happen now, yeah, really excited, can't wait to get into it.
He gonna be working with Toronto.
Yeah, so Doggies fan, so favourite player is definitely the Bond, Marcus Montevalley, the Bond, yeah, so yeah, love watching him last few years especially. Yeah, he's great. Looking forward to playing against him hopefully next year. What about your favourite GWS player? Who are you looking forward to lining up alongside most? Yeah, the Giants got lots of really good
another
players.
trade.
Probably favourite player, Josh Galley. Watch a bit of him. Sort of try and model my game around him a little bit, but yeah, they're all really good. Well, congratulations. Can't wait to see you play in 2022, sorry. Thanks very much, Tom.
Well done to Finn, and of course, well, the Giants have got such a good, talented midfield. You can see
Collingwood trading up.
Hopper's growth this year was to another level, and then as you said,
Look at stiff ass bro in the back. I mean,
Gold Coast guy.
yeah. Oh, they call.
Yes, but as they wouldn't, the bid is pending, of course, and Collingwood will definitely match this bid.
It's a lot of pick.
And the Pies have spent a lot of time and a lot of work into making sure they can get this done.
Well, the boy's a jet, an absolute jet. He had it on a string this year, played 7 matches at different levels, averaged 35 possessions across the board. Many of these games are shortened games too, not the full with time on. So he's doing that 41 possessions he had in the challenge match between Vic Metro, Vic Country in a shortened game. And so just finds the footy, reads it so well. There's one touch again. Had a footy in his hand all his life. No doubt Pete was throwing him one when he was 4 or 5 years of age. So
Pete had his own footy.
He did. Yeah. His own design of one.
His own design of one.
All right, let's make it official.
The pick 4, Collingwood have matched the Gold Coast Suns bid for Nicholas Dacos from the Oakley Chargers.
So Nicholas Dacos is officially a Magpie, following in the footsteps of his famous father Peter. 250 games, 549 goals, and of course his brother Josh, who was already on the list, and the brothers are best mates. A beautiful moment there, a nice hug for Dad, and well, we know the families play such an important role, and it is such a journey shared, Brad Johnson.
Yeah, it is. And look, just prior, they were trying to hold in the smiles when the kid came into the Gold Coast because they knew exactly what the outcome would be. Collingwood obviously spending a lot of time with Nick throughout him growing up, and he would have kicked a lot of balls around big pass through to where they are now at their centre. And the way he plays his footy, he's just a class in traffic, out of traffic, works both ends of the ground, loves getting back to help the defence, get that ball going back in his team's favour. So he just works.
Did Collingwood lose? Collingwood lost a few players, ain't it?
The goalie.
Yes, a clear standout in Victorian football, and both a prolific ball winner and has that amazing nous around goals, which I'm sure Collingwood fans are going to love. David King.
Hell yeah, coach.
Round
1, 2021 draft pick. On pick 5 now.
His footy
Yep.
IQ is just ridiculously high, and his long kicking to advantage is something we often don't talk about. But his ability to assess space and where the ball needs to go for guys on long leads where there's not a lot of space to utilise. Kicks like this where he can drop them into a hole. He's talking about his footy IQ. He knows where the ball's going. He's always seems to.
Hillbo called him Tony.
Oh shit.
With the game at the under 18 level at Patches over the last 12 to 18 months. He's ready for the next challenge. He's ready to step up.
All right, we might find out if he was bored playing under 18 level. We're going to head to Tommy Morris shortly. But does it get to that point, Brad Johnson, that you're looking for that next challenge with your football, that next step up?
I never experienced that. Certainly for someone of Nick's calibre, yeah. Look, you get to that point where you can see some of your peers in other states playing senior football and thriving against men, and he would know that, and he didn't get that opportunity in Victoria. So that's semi what King is alluding to. He wants that next challenge to play men, to play big body, show his class in the top level game.
Tom Morris, is Nick ready for the challenge? Tommy,
Nervous.
Nick, congratulations. You're a Collingwood player. This must be a lifetime.
Weird ass boy.
Yeah, so surreal.
That shit funny.
Got you, Sarah. Yes, Nick Dacos here is just taken by Collingwood Footy Club. This must be a lifetime dream. You must be stoked.
Yeah, so surreal. And to finally, for it to happen is, amazing.
Tell us about the influence of not just your dad, but also
What the fuck you keep looking at?
family members and friends across the journey.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to have Dad, Josh, and then so many good coaches over the years, and they've really influenced me and helped me to get here.
Colin, what you mean by elite schools? How many
Yeah, I'm super excited.
elite schools is there?
Obviously got a lot of meaning at the
And
ground,
it's just
50,
a footy school,
pulling out of the game, and
like
yeah, I'm really
like the
excited.
TAF program or something like that.
Nah, that's way too soon. I'll just be happy to
Because
get
I
there next
thought
year
it
and
was
I'll work
no
towards getting the game.
footy with the school
Thank you.
system.
what an amazing
To my
moment in any
understanding.
young footballer's career. But I think if your father is a legend of the football club and you grow up dreaming that one day you could follow in his footsteps, that must be a magical moment for young Nick and, of course, all of his friends and
What's all
teammates.
got power like there, like they've been running.
A special moment as we head
Nah,
back
them
to
shits ain't even
your
open, man.
the Gold Coast
Sponsored.
Suns kickers in.
For pick 5, the Gold Coast Suns have selected Mac Andrew from the Dandenong Stingrays.
Congratulations to
Oh
Mac
shit.
Andrew, who is such a wonderful
Gold
story
Coast?
as we see
Oh, I thought that was goddamn
Aaliyah,
Aaliyah Aaliyah.
Mac Andrew.
a meteoric rise, Kevin Sheehan. The hype
Oh,
surrounding
boy,
that
young as
is
shit.
huge.
Yes, Sarah, he's the draft golfer of the year. Absolutely. In the first half of the game of the year, he stood out, this boy from Dandenong. He's got the natural speed of a gifted forward, the leap of the great ruckman when he goes into the ruck. And he could even play at centre half back in that representative game between Vic Metro and Country. He was the one who
Oh shit.
contested marks.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Hey, for a ruck, boy.
We're starting to think maybe he's a lot better than he needs to be because they can't match the big. He was in their next generation academy, but can't match the big in size 20.
The Gold Coast? Oh my god. I'm gonna fuck with this boy. He gonna be a
He
nice.
is gonna be something to watch for sure.
With every opportunity, especially in the second half as well. I thought he was quite outstanding in the game.
Fantastic in the air and a real X factor, Kingy. This is going to be huge for the Gold Coast Suns.
Great result for the Gold Coast Suns and a great result for Jared Healy. Let's have a look at some of his tap work because the over the top of the flopper, all those hits are back. Because have a look what this guy can do. He's an amazing athlete, lots of ups. He knows he gets his timing
Lots of
spot on,
ups.
and he set this midfield
Lots of
time
ups.
after time, particularly at centre bounces. But look at the creativity there to hit into space, to drop this absolutely where the midfielders are running onto the footy. But he's not just a ruckman. I think he gets opportunity playing as a centre half back or even deep on the lead as a full forward. He actually comes at the ball with great timing and great presence. He's going to put a lot of weight on. He's got a lot of work to do in the strong room. There's no doubt about that. But I think as a full forward, he could get an opportunity really early. Like I said, his timing's perfect on the lead. What a story this is. It's going to be fantastic to watch him.
Mac
in his early days.
Andrew.
An incredible story, born in
Gold
Egypt.
Coast,
I
huh?
can't remember the 18 months he spent there.
Unfortunately.
Certainly a wonderful
Yeah,
story.
that-
We look forward to seeing plenty
That's the
more
one
of
team
this
you don't want
contract
an
athletic
exciting player to go
development
to
we
because
head
that's
Tom
just gonna
Morris.
fuck up his career,
You
man.
would have a very excited young man next to you.
Absolutely.
Unless he can
Fantastic
turn that
story
bitch
for
around,
first
man.
player from
Doubt it.
Sudanese heritage to be
Them boys
drafted
stupid
in
as
the
fuck
top 10
right
in
now.
the history of the AFL. What does this mean to your family? You're one of 7 children, Mac.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. My parents sacrificed a lot for me to get here. So I guess it's a big achievement not only me but for my family as well.
Growing up, what was life like in your household with so many
Flock, flock.
people running around after a footy?
It got pretty crazy. We're all pretty competitive. So yeah, it gets pretty crazy at times.
Who was your favourite player growing up?
I was a Cat supporter, so Joel Selwood is my favourite player.
Awesome. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you play for the Gold Coast Suns.
Cheers, thanks heaps.
You mentioned
Boy got good ass English.
he's been a real doctor.
He sounds like less Australian.
There's someone that in that
He's not even raised by like slick. He sound like he an American that moved to Australia for like 3 years. Slick.
Even 10 years ago that started it all, but wonderful to see them. Now CJ, of course, of Hawthorn coming through the game quite regularly.
Like I don't think he has the Australian cadence, but he has the accent.
Adelaide Crows have selected Joshua Rochelle from the Murray Bush Hunters.
Adelaide.
What pick you got?
Carlton? We ain't got no pick in the first round.
Shit.
We had
Who got traded?
Frio. We had the 6th pick, but Frio got the 8th pick though.
Adelaide have spent a lot of time on him and discussing with him his future.
Matty Nix is going to love coaching this guy.
Yeah, Rice Krispie treats. You talking about what I was eating, man? Pop-Tart.
It's his power, I think, is the one thing that stands out in his game. He can
Talking about his power. I'm gonna see something, man. Oh shit. Alright.
The aerial contest with speed. We talk about on the ground all the time. You got to attack the ball with speed. This guy does it in the air as well. I love that about the way he plays his foot. He's a bit of an X factor up forward.
He's got some tricks on it. He's a dual sport athlete. He's a boy that played soccer on the Saturday and AFL on the Sunday up in Shepparton throughout his junior career. Was even offered a contract with Melbourne City in soccer. So super talented. Our game's better for having him choose our game. He's rapt that he's coming in. He's a bit like Toby Green. He's pretty special.
Ooh, a bit like Toby Green. That's sensational. What a great rap. That's exciting for Crows fans. A bit like Toby Green, David King.
Yeah, spot on, Shifter. And what he does bring is a healthy footy arrogance, and I love that. I think that the Adelaide Crows are going to love what they see, because this guy backs himself to hit targets. You look at that. He's 180 centimetres, but he gets bigger the footy. So he's a contested marking type player, Cody Waitman type player for the Western Bulldogs. Imagine having this guy as a pseudo centre half forward type.
A pseudo centre half forward.
His body work is really clever for his size.
Yeah, that's a new build.
You said what now?
That's a new build.
A new build?
Yeah. Just learned it.
Takes another bounce and then converts the goal. So this is what you want. You're recruiting a lot of spunk when you get this guy. You get the ultimate finisher. I think this is a great selection. You know, this is going to bring a lot of pizzazz to the Adelaide Crows Football Club, particularly in their forward 50. But think Toby Green, think Cody Waitman. That's what they've got tonight, Sarah.
A great highlights reel for the Adelaide Crows. I'm sure fans watching tonight will be super excited by
Hey
that.
Troy, you'll be on the squad for sure. Troy, I was trying to figure out how to hit you up when we were getting the jerseys to sign. I was gonna ask if you wanted one, but only place I knew you would be was on shit on YouTube, man. You gotta add me on Facebook or follow the IG or something so we can get into contact.
I think at the end of the day, I was very passionate in football. I loved playing both sports, but when it comes to making a decision, I think I was always going to go down the football pathway.
Now tell us about the impact the Shepparton Swans have had on your development as a footballer and as a person.
Yeah, Shepparton Swans has been massive for me. Growing up there, watching my father and my uncles and my cousins go through the ranks, they've helped me along the journey, and it's been very good.
What are you looking forward to most about joining the Crows?
I think I'm just really excited to go in day one, earn respect to my teammates, and just get stuck into things.
Kicking a few goals as well?
That's exactly right. I love a goal here and there.
And a few celebrations too?
Yeah, don't do anything too strenuous, just keep it too basic.
Nicely done. Well done, Josh.
Thanks very much.
He jokes there about the celebrations. My understanding is he knows how to do the round off backflip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe all day much that's all the soccer background of
Yes.
something a bit more subtle now with the AFL.
You look there at the scout profile, and look, you'd expect that
Profile.
how elite he is in most areas of the game. The disposals, of course, the marking inside forward 50 is the highlight.
You laughing at he said Mark.
Yeah.
Who said that shit strong as fuck, ain't it? Mark.
He can get 20 to 25, kick a couple of goals, 7 to 4.
Oh, man. I have a lot to learn, man.
Mocking inside fall 450.
One day I won't be able to do it perfect. Aussie accent, man.
This is
Trying
the
to tell you.
first pick in the new Sam Mitchell reign at the Hawthorn Football Club, and I understand he's been very hands-on in this recruiting process and wanting to really pour himself into it and get really involved, Kevin.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see that. I remember
Them shit's ass.
Nick Thompson, those sorts of boys were all over the recruits as they set up their lists in every interview around draft combine time, and try to just contribute to the discussion as to what type of player. Ultimately, you'll leave it to the scouts and the recruiters and the list managers, but ask the right questions. Make sure you're getting the guy in with the right makeup that really suits the way you can relate to him as well. So it's part of the process, an important one at that.
So important to get these picks right, isn't it? Particularly for a team that's been down the bottom end of the ladder.
Yeah, that's right. And look, Hawthorn tried to make some moves during the trade period, and it didn't work out that way. But they move on from that, and it starts now with the new players. The players have already got on their list, and now you add to it with a top 10 draft pick as well. And yeah, the expectations are high that come with the top 10 draft pick. But as we said earlier, the names that are getting called out already in the first 6 picks are ready to go. They're ready to step straight into an environment and thrive in that environment. It'll be no different to who Hawthorn are about to pick up.
It is a wonderful credit to these young men, the way they've been able to cope with all the difficulties of the past 2 years. I mean, we heard earlier the boys saying just how little football they've been able to play, and when you're a teenage draft prospect, all you want to do is to be able to show what you can do, show your wares to the recruiters.
Definitely, and that's where you get to the point now where you sort of may look to SA and WA in terms of what type of player you can attract to your footy club and attract him to stay, which is the most important thing with recruiting an interstate player.
Wait, is it? So Frio got picked 10 now?
Mark McKenzie, the recruiting
Facts, because shit got moved back. I'll be tripping.
The group there looks to be heading up the discussion as they try and come up with a recommendation.
David King, we might go to you. It seems to be a few clubs seem to feed this system better than others. Who have been the top
Carlton.
There's a lot of clubs claiming they're the footy factory, Sarah. We just want to give bragging rights to the Oakley Chargers.
Oakley Chargers.
You can see their 33 players selected.
Geelong Falcons. That's what my boy Walsh playing, I think.
Shift to the way things are unfolding, and then a bit of a gap back to the trains.
Maddie, I pretty much agree with that.
Frio's gonna get better.
Yeah, I hate to admit that Frio probably is going to improve a lot.
Vic Country v Vic Metro debate, isn't it?
Very much so.
North.
But look, all the under 18 clubs do a fantastic job, and that's ultimately they're there to
Wouldn't say all these are good sides, but they're improving sides.
see, help the development of these young guys.
Hawthorn, maybe.
When their names are called out, they're ready to step straight in.
I don't think Richmond is going to come back. I think Richmond is just on the decline.
And the clubs, the process tonight, it would be different to other years. So the decisions made here, they then pass it on through the phone call down to selection.
Carlton's going to look interesting on a new coach.
Yeah, no Jones.
To be approved by the AFL and the way we go.
I think West Coast is on a downward slope.
Pick 7, the Hawthorn Football Club have selected Joshua Ward from the Northern Knights.
Josh Ward.
Congratulations to Joshua Ward. Grew up a Hawks fan and is now headed to the Hawthorn
Grew up a Hawks fan.
And the smile says it all. A life-changing moment for Josh from the Northern Knights, an ultra-consistent midfielder.
Well, the shortest one.
The NAB League, Kevin.
Ultra consistent midfielder.
Young Frio.
Leads groups of young men and the way he performs so consistently, both on and off the ground. He sets a wonderful standard. He's got a bit of Zach Merritt about him, and the lefty that really sets it up beautifully. Great vision the good players have got, whether to kick short and spot up that immediate target or look a wee bit longer, or give it with the hands as well. So he doesn't waste a possession. Prolific ball winner. Wonderful young athlete as well. His 2K was around the 6 minutes, so he'll run all day for you.
That's good, isn't it? There was no coincidence that Sam Mitchell has picked with his first pick, or the club has a gut-running midfielder.
Yes, I was going to say that hard-working workhorse accumulator. It does sound a little like Coach.
I'm interested to see what Adelaide is going to do next year, too.
Era for the Hawthorn Football Club and an amazing
I don't think they're going to be good. They will be fun to watch, though. So what?
Yeah. Gotta get my water. They do. They are the entertainment team. I wonder if bro gonna make a big leap. What's my name? Ooh, stretch my legs. I'm gonna go around. They'll make a leap. And they got a tech situation.
I think Shane McAdams is going to make a big leap. I really think he's on start showing out on a more consistent basis. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
I'm hoping for that out of Bobby Hill.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's a beautiful touch kick. I love what this guy does with his ability to take the space. Look at that finish there. You talked about Zach Merritt, you're absolutely spot on. This is the
Tell
first
niggas,
of the game.
I just want to see consistent. I would like to see Kazi consistent.
Take the traffic one way. Look at that beautiful kick inside 50. That's what you're getting. Total class. He's going to be a star, this young man.
A high footy IQ, so important for all the physical attributes, but being able to read the play is such an important thing.
Well, at the top level, it is, because the decisions you make, you're going to be guided by those decisions out.
I don't know about Essendon. Alright, so
I love the
Essendon.
nature of Kiwi's assessments at the moment. In the future, they'll keep doing it right, boys. Let me tell you that.
So Steven, I'm gonna say this. I never seen Willie Rioli play. And if he has the Rioli blood running through his veins as strong as I think he does, then I can see us making the 8. I would like to see all our indigenous players get right together. I would like to see Willie Rioli, Liam Ryan, Tim Kelly, really them 3. For sure, I want to see that little triangle offense that they can do.
Demons, Dogs, Swans, Giants, Port, Frio, Alright, bro. Essendon ain't gonna be better than us next year, bro.
Yeah, I should probably say Sam Mitchell. I don't know. A lot of them, Sam Mitchell, Luke Hodge, Luke goes on, but yeah.
You missed out on the AFL Academy at the start. How did you deal with this setback and get yourself back in the mix for a top 10 selection?
I thought I'd be in the mix for that position, but I guess, wasn't quite up there yet. And
Kelly sure will have a better year.
Motivation to really kickstart.
I'm into it. I'm definitely curious. It just seemed, from what I saw last year, just how we kind of fell off towards the end of the season. We started off kind of decent, and it just kept on getting worse and worse. It's gonna take a lot for me to just be like, just to be confident in us having a winning season. And I'm putting all my faith in Willie Rioli. I didn't think about Shuey coming back, but yeah,
Who?
Luke Shuey. I barely saw him in any games.
Yeah.
So
Frio got another forward.
yeah, I'm interested.
Help Tabana. That boy look old as shit.
I'm looking forward to Jermaine Jones. He had some promising moments. Oscar Allen for sure.
Ooh,
Hopefully
shit.
Oscar Allen gets back in the forward spot.
He look kind of straight. Hold on. Josh Kennedy. Yeah. Frio. Comparison. Comparing them. Frio. That misses a local boy. Boy, looking like he was doing their ass out there.
Awesome stuff for the Dockers. We know he's dedicated, making a 5-hour round trip just to train. Mick Ablett has Jai alongside him. Mick, this is such a magical moment for him and a big moment for West Australian football.
Yeah, absolutely, Sarah. Congratulations, Jai. Not only made you a top 10 draft pick now, but you get to stay home in Perth and you're a Fremantle Docker. How exciting is that for you and the family?
It's such a surreal feeling. I don't have words at the moment, but I'm so excited. Thanks for the opportunity. Like I said, any opportunity at this level to train and play, it's always been a dream. So.
And the guys just mentioned on the broadcast there that you have done a fair
51
bit of travel
goals.
over the last few years. I mean, we've
Glad
seen
the
you
waffle.
14, 15 years of age
If
with
you
the
don't
Southwest
mind.
Academy.
Is that a team?
Move from Bustleton's on the cards.
Yeah, so
200 K is a long way
Colts
away
as a
from
team, you know.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a massive year for travel. At the start of the year, sort of getting yourself through it at the start, and then sort of.
Yeah, see, I can see the.
A mission.
I can see that shit now. I'm definitely gonna use it as soon as we play free.
All the best future career at AFL.
I've watched Voss highlights these. That game was man was hard as a fuck.
Fantastic young man. Well done.
Nah, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him play actually. I know it's seen a little bit of his resume, but I haven't seen him play.
Forward in the AFL competition, you need to be able to get separation from him, man. That's what this young guy can do. He's quick out of the blocks. He knows to arrive at the right time. And the one thing he does do is assess the drop zone of where the ball's likely to go almost immediately. And then he protects that. He'll body his man, the lateral lead. Anytime you see a key forward chest marking the ball, you know they've got the previous 3 to 4 seconds absolutely spot on. Here's what we're talking about. Locks in the body, not where the ball's going to land, but to protect so he can fall back into that mark. It's a lot of Aaron Norton about what this guy does. He's very powerful. Love the way he plays. He's going to have a long career. All his
With what this guy does.
We haven't seen much outside of that, but contested marking, that's the key with this guy, and the Fremantle Dockers have got a beauty.
And I love the fact that he is such a good, efficient kicker goal. I mean, for all the stats we talk about in football, sometimes goal kicking is the simplest but best.
Well, it is, and the way that the game's starting to unfold again, he's back to that power forward, having an impact, and Jai will do that over his career. If he gets the ball anywhere inside forward 50, then pretty much start to mark it down in the old record because it's likely to go through. He's a beautiful kick of the footy.
So we're at a really interesting point in the draft because I think coming in it was considered that up until Fremantle's pick it was fairly well known where the clubs were going to go. Now that pick was one that could have gone in a number.
That boy here look crazy as fuck over there on the left. That boy look crazy as shit, don't he?
Yeah, definitely. I said at the beginning about Ben Holt, and I think it shouldn't be too far before we hear his name called out because of what he can offer, and he's clean, and certainly the way that Richmond play through the midfield and where Trent Cotchin is at in his career. I think Hobbs would be a
Yeah, well, I hope so too, man. I was so disappointed that he didn't play that last game. That was really like the one thing I was looking forward to. So I want to see something. I went back and looked at some of his old highlights, and he definitely has that Rioli blood. So hopefully he does something with it.
Steve, appreciate it, man. About to open up some shapes, man. Erasmus. Richmond, what you about to do? Josh Gibkiss. We've been bringing bro's name up now. Stiff ass boy. Proper ass boy. Wait, name it. He do like a Richmond ass boy, don't he? Maddie says Swans, Dogs, Demons, Giants, Tigers. Oh, somebody did leave Brisbane out. Pizza shapes, yeah, man. I fuck with the barbecue though, but
the barbecue one's gone, man.
There might be a little bit left. That you ate the rest. I eat the left though.
Yeah, shit.
Jake Lever? Oh wow. Damn, I was missing his highlights and shit.
Brisbane do be easy to forget, man.
Which is so important. David King, we talk so much about midfielders and
Take Don's out.
competition, but intercept defenders. I mentioned Jake Lever before. Players like that, boy, are they important to play.
That's the change in the game at the moment, isn't it? No doubt the importance of these guys. Big ups with this guy. He's 195 centimetres. I don't think he's ever marked the ball standing on the ground. He just goes straight up. His highlight reel, like I said earlier, it's a little bit like Peter Knight's playing centre half back. He just goes for the football. He's diligent enough to start with his opponent, but then he just assesses really quickly where he's right for the ball. And look at that. I mean, there's no
Bro might be straight.
that drop zone there, or he takes the ball at the highest point. Dropping up his man, that's assessing the ball in flight really early.
Dixie drumstick shapes are back in the shops for a limited time. What in the world is that?
I ain't never had that. I wonder what that be like.
Oh, the Tiger Army will love that word, David King. All right, let's check in with Tom.
This boy funny as shit. Long ass neck.
Mate, it's unreal. Honestly, overwhelmed with emotion at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I'm able to go down to Punt Road and get to train those boys soon. Yeah.
He seemed the most excited though.
Moved to Melbourne. Who's your favourite player growing up? Who do you model your game on? So obviously favourite player would be Jonathan Brown, but I sort of model my game off the Jake Lever in Melbourne. Howard Clark is here.
That lead intercept possession, man. This is
Yeah, he's done a massive
looking like a young Motlop.
especially like at St. Pat's and during off with them. And yeah, he's I'm grateful for him. He's done a lot for me and my family. And yeah, yeah.
What about the vertical leap testing? Tell us about what happened there at the testing day.
Oh, look, I reckon I got a bit stitched up there. Couldn't go any higher because of the roof, but yeah, obviously did my
Chili cheese shapes. What has so many fucking shapes, bro?
Yeah, I do. So I'm with Hemisphere Major Group.
Six really be turned up. I already thought it was a 3.
I'm trying to tell you. Flavor you can see. No one holding the mic like this. I would love to do it with that shit, but I ain't finna do it. This nigga funny as hell.
The pick 10.
Frio?
Fremantle have selected Neil Erasmus from Subiaco.
The nigga that y'all was finna draft? Or that y'all was on the David T. looking at?
So they got a key forward and a mid forward.
Excited at it, bro. Look at this nigga. This nigga excited as shit. This boy funny as shit already. He like Kayla. Okay.
And he stepped through traffic into the Baraka light. Injured in the back half of the year. Didn't see him in those national championship challenge matches between WA and SA. So a bit injured, but he was dominant early there, averaging 28 possessions in all the lead-up games. And it looks a special talent. This boy from the Hale School, and of course Subiaco.
The strategy of the Fremantle's office, homegrown players, and look, that's the call that I think they
Damn.
make. I think it's the right call, it's a smart call for Fremantle because of losing players like Chera.
I did watch that game, y'all, but I really didn't know who anybody was when I first watched it. I went back and watched his highlights from 2018 and 2017, though.
Congratulations, Neil. We've got a very happy young man and family here.
But like he was hoping to go to Brisbane or something.
State Academy teammate, Joy Amos, and staying in Perth. Obviously, keeps mum and dad pretty happy.
Yeah, it's just unreal, really.
That boy.
I've grown up in Eagles sport, I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
I'm so keen to get
Eagle supporter.
it's unreal.
Damn.
As fuck.
Damn.
Made a big couple of years for you. You've played in the Premiership as a
Damn.
17-year-old.
Well, cricket nigga?
That nigga said fuck Darcy and damn, what's the other brother name?
Frio?
Collingwood, bro.
Mason Cox?
Yeah,
Ford?
that just got drafted.
Oh. Dacos.
That nigga said fuck Day Carson.
Something that you'll be aiming towards in terms
Damn, no, forgot the other one.
Darcy.
Hell yeah, Sam Darcy.
Who said him? Why you say that?
I guess we already got that nigga anyway. But pick 10.
Snooze Jelly Cup. Breakfast of US AFL champions. Hey man, that's what's gonna keep me up, man.
Actually extract the ball. Super clean hands. He's a no fumble type operator. Really creative with forward handballs more often than not. He reminds me a lot of Andrew Swallow. He can stand the contested mark. That exit kick coming in.
Boy, it's about to be damaging, boy. The boy wanted to be doing this with West Coast, man. Damn. Fuck y'all pick that. 12?
12, right?
He just makes you pay every time he gets the ball. He doesn't waste it, and he gets it in tight and tough. He can kick goals from stoppage, but what I really like about him in preparedness is to put his nose over the footy. He loves a contest. The Fremantle Dockers are going to love what he does inside and tough. He's I think that the big upside with him is he still gets ball on the outside. So his running patterns must be really strong. You get the intelligence of Fife and Mundy on top of what he already knows, and they've got a package that they can do some serious damage with.
Amazing stuff there.
My boy Troy, funny as shit, bro.
He'll learn off a couple of the best players that the competition's ever seen. It's a great stepping stone for him.
Manny, I think our biggest problem right now is speed. Speed in the back.
Who? Oh shit, Indigenous, bro.
Like a lot of the times during the season, man, we were getting trapped in our defensive 50, and we just didn't have any players that were quick enough to get the ball out. That might change now that we got Carlton, bro.
What happened?
Why am I so fit with names, bro?
Trading Carlton, bro.
Who we get from y'all?
Oh, Pacheco Seaton.
What do you go by?
SPS. Samo.
So SPS might have changed some shit for us in the back. So I hope we can move the ball a little better down the midfield through the midfield.
Is always an eye-catching thing to say.
Yeah, he's hard to play. 23% of his football is contested, the rest is uncontested. But what he does do, he dances. When he gets the football, he makes you want to pay absolute full price. He'll step around players. He'll bring the ball back into the corridor. He doesn't waste the football. So the likeness to Brad Hill, I think, is really accurate. So this guy's going to be a ripper with the football. They've just got to get it to him. The Saints need more midfield. They need midfield runners. He spent a lot of time on the wing this year. Let's see what they can do.
All right, Tom Morris, you have Messiah with you. Messiah, sorry, we're chatting to you. I'm caught up in the excitement of your draft.
What, nervous and shit?
How are you feeling yourself? It must
You
be
want
a
any?
really nervous wait. Have you spoken to
Yeah, pretty nervous. Yeah, I spoke to them yesterday. Yeah,
Do man. I wish I had one.
Besides, what have you learned from playing? You played reserve grade footy, you got the call up after consistent footy to play some senior footy as well. What have you learned from those experiences?
Yeah, I learned a lot from my experiences. I think the reserves level helped me just like getting used to big bodies, and then obviously to step up to the league, getting used to bigger bodies there, and a lot that fast paced game. I think that gave me a lot of confidence heading into the national championships.
You're one of the best kicks in this draft pool. Is it something you've always been good at? Is it something you always practiced as a youngster?
Yeah, Dad and Mum and all my family members always used to tell me just to practice.
And we traded with Port?
But yeah, I didn't really notice how good of a kick I was.
What picked up? We got 14th now.
Awesome advice, kicking both sides of the body. And Nasiah, we are so excited to see what you can do in your football career. Well done on tonight's drafting. We look forward to a really bright footy future.
Maddie, trying to get right, man.
No worries, thank you.
Such a big draft for the St Kilda Football Club. They had a promising 2020.
That's someone right there.
A disappointing season 2021. They were the second eldest list in the league behind Geelong in 2021.
So y'all got something
so
on
the time is now
2020
to be able to
too.
gather some talent and strike if they can.
Well, I think they've got some good inside mids, so all of a sudden you get some class on
Round
the
two.
outside.
So tomorrow you're getting the extra
That's
pick.
the element that the St Kilda will bring now with the Sire into their lineup. He'll be a class wingman for.
That boy look like Hell Mepo on the left. Didn't he?
I didn't even get a good look, boy. I know that ain't no good.
West Coast has their pick number 12 for pick 14.
Yeah,
You can
something.
see there. Kevin, talk us through what they're
Right
doing in
when it was
relation
draft
to
time.
Port Adelaide.
Yeah, well, Port obviously can see someone on the board that they wanted 12. West Coast are prepared to jump back a couple of spots. They've done the deal there.
That nigga Simo trying to save up for the private school, boy.
Oh, God.
And the pick is in for the Port Adelaide Football Club, so we head back to
Who did they want?
have selected Joshua Sin from the Sandy Dragons.
Must be on the back.
Sandy Dragons?
To Joshua, a speedy halfback with a deadly left boot.
Yep.
He can turn
Had to
defense
be
into
back.
attack. And a little
General defense.
He's pretty happy. And why wouldn't you be? It is a life-changing moment.
He is seriously quick, Shifter. He can certainly get the wheels running.
He must be on some Nick Hines shit. Some Nick Blakey. What the fuck are the Eagles doing? Steven wasn't happy with that.
Yeah, nah, because we could have used some fucking general defense too.
Oh shit. Is that Mac Andrew right there? Zach Williams.
Sound like this one might be injury prone though.
I seen the question mark they had too as ball execution.
Incredibly happy to have been able to swoop at pick number 12, David King. We know Porter right in the premiership window, and well, Josh can add something.
Well, speed fixes everything, Sarah. That's the whether it's offense or defense. And this guy is prepared to run with the footy. I like his creativity. He creates scores.
God damn.
We would love that, bro.
That's going to put up some roadblocks from along the way.
Right, I just hope that we make a smart fucking decision, bro. Because I don't see no good. We pick a forward, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. I'll accept a mid or a defensive player.
So I think he's a real bonus for Port Adelaide. They need a couple of aggressive halfbacks.
I love the box kangaroo.
And carrying some excitement. Look at this through the absolute corridor. A couple of bounces. He blows past another opposition player to set up the score.
He got
the
to
opportunity for a goal. Okay, he doesn't kick it. He's still learning what he's going to be. Clearly he's missed a bit of football along the way, but I think you just can't replace players like this that want to run and carry the footy. He's going to be a coaching dream for the Port Adelaide group.
I can remember speaking to him at the AFL Academy. I think it's a low 10-second 100 from memory. So seriously quick. Like, we're not talking just speed. We're talking top-end speed, quality. Look out. Look out.
That's incredible. How long would it take you?
They hyping this nigga like fuck. Look at. Look at. Cause that boy about to take off.
Tom Morris has Josh with him, and well, Tom, how's he feeling? Because this is such an incredible moment in his football career.
Sarah, I think of all the players selected tonight, Josh is visibly the most excited. Is that a fair statement?
That's definitely a fair statement. I'm over the moon. Words really can't describe how I feel at the moment.
So what are you looking forward to most about getting to Port and getting stuck into the game?
I think just what Ken Hinkley's been able to do with such like a young group. They're heading in such a really special direction. It's something I'm so excited to be a part of, and I already know a couple of the players. And I'm really excited to
The
work with
Dersma, the Rosie.
Ollie Wines.
Got them Butters in him.
What sort of player are you?
Young. Georgiadis.
A running type of player. I think I can play through the midfield.
Todd Marshall.
Halfback as well. So I think that's one of my greatest strengths, to be able to play multiple positions.
Well, they're about 26.
Yeah, I am. I've got my twin sister out there who's been a huge help for me, just particularly this year as we both matured a bit. So Chloe's been awesome help.
Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you play.
Thank you very much.
What an
Porter's
impressive
gonna
young
love
man.
that nigga,
Speaks
bro.
So well, so many of these young draftees are doing an incredible job in
Midfield gonna love that
And
nigga.
then Sam Powell Pepper, man.
AFL headquarters.
Midfield gonna love that nigga. If he get that ball right, ball execution right. This nigga sitting like an anime villain.
Pick 13, Essendon have selected Benjamin Hobbs from the Great.
Oh, I remember this name too. Okay, so he kind of slipped a little bit.
Ben Hobbs is now a bomber, and what a moment for him. Emotions spilling over there. He is a powerful contested ball.
Sweet ass boy. If y'all would have drafted Browder in a week.
I would have sick. Oh man.
Look at him. That boy sweet in the bit.
Ben Hobbs.
Supposed to be 5 though, ain't it? Oh shit. Boy, that nigga.
You like that concept?
He that nigga, bro.
Oh shit.
Who y'all finna draft, bro? Cause this, I would have been mad drafting, bro. What y'all finna do, bro? Oh, he went to Essendon? Oh my God, bro. This nigga with Darcy Parish and them boys. Zach Merritt.
Pretty happy with that one, I think.
Try and control yourself, Sarah, please, isn't it? This guy knows where the ball's going. He reads the hand really early of the ruck.
Damn, what are we doing? Trading draft picks. Hey, Chair better be fine like this, bro. Chair proven though, so I ain't sick, but.
Saying he extracts the ball more often than not because he's invested in where the drop zone's likely to be. He's a hunter.
Not all these niggas about to be fine. Some of these niggas about to suck.
Probably both them Frio niggas.
It might be this nigga coming up. Frio nigga, who you had? The Neil, bro. Oh, Jaya miss. I don't know. Them boys both were looking straight. All these niggas were looking straight.
All of them straight.
And one thing he's done ahead of time is
I'm gonna fuck with Port, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
psychologists during the year, so not just worrying about the physical aspect
Port
of the
gonna do
game,
the same
but the
thing
mental
they did
aspect
this
as
year.
well. So, Tom Morris, it looks like the
Nah,
Bombers
I'm gonna just fuck with the player.
have a really bright young man.
Joshua Sim.
Yeah, absolutely. Ben Hobbs.
Can't wait for these niggas to get nicknames.
Can you put into words what you're feeling right now?
Oh, it's an amazing feeling.
This is
I'm
BJ
so
ass
glad
nigga.
that
BJ Nick Rewalt, that nigga.
they're an amazing club, and I can't wait to get into it.
What are you looking forward to most?
You do
Oh,
got
just getting started.
probably a reward.
I'm so proud of this moment.
Did you have any idea that Bombers were keen and would take you with pick 13?
I got a call, this afternoon, and just said if you're there, it could happen. So yeah, I'm so happy that
Maddie.
it happened.
So you kicked 4 goals in a grand final.
You didn't see it earlier, man?
This has been a long time coming. Has it been a dream of yours?
Oh, it's been a dream for as long as I can remember, and it's the best day of my life for sure.
What about the influence of your dad on your career and your life?
Well, Dad's an Essendon supporter, so it's worked perfectly.
Oh, man.
My parents and my family and my mates and my girlfriend have been amazing this year, and can't thank my family enough.
I'm stoked for you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Well done to Ben, who's going to make a great addition to the Bombers midfield, and some talent with Merritt and Dyson Heppel and
Stringer through there.
Stringer. It's exciting
Oh.
times for Ben Mutton and what he can do now. Up next is the West Coast Eagles. This is the pick
Taking
that they
all this
moved
fucking
back
time.
down the draft. They were at 12. They did that big swap to 14, so they're obviously confident that the player that they have pinpointed here.
If they were so confident, why is it taking this whole time, bro?
What's the most hit?
Anyway, you know what I mean? But ultimately, they've made that decision to trade back a couple of picks, and here we go.
With pick 14, the West Coast Eagles have selected Campbell Chesser from the Sandringham Dragons.
Look at those things as Campbell Chesser becomes
What's he hype, man? He happy to be here, man. Welcome, Campbell. Campbell Chesser. Mid, welcome. Got some muscle on you? Welcome. Former track star? Yes. Yes. We'll take that. Young Shuey. Shuey in training, man.
Yeah, he was a star at the under-16 level where he was an All-Australian. First game of the year, he was excellent. That was enough for me to see that he was
Paul
a
Seaman?
player. And then hurt his knee the very next week. So
Yeah, we take that.
during this short season anyway, but got back to play again. Was joint captain with Ben Hobbs of that Victorian countryside. And he's a bit like a Paul Seaman. He's an outside runner. Whether it's on the wing, he can play at half-back, an elite runner. He'll break the lines over there on that fast track in the West.
The Eagles need that.
Oh, big time. Yeah, no question with that and the
Happy.
West Coast trying to rise up
I'll
again.
tell you, man.
And look, yeah, it's the speed.
Maybe we
element,
get part
it's
2 of the
speed
highlights. I'm
element
waiting for that.
the way that he
You know.
plays footy. I always loved the
I'm the David Kingy.
Ryan Griffin back in the day that had that elite speed, had good endurance to the match.
Injury prone.
To get through.
5 games across the.
Comes into that for me.
And Kingy, they've got a classy user of the footy, particularly by foot.
Yeah, he's a penetrating kick. There's no doubt about that. He's only played 6 games in 2 years. That's the question mark. And that's why he's probably slid down a little bit. But you can see his organisation around stoppage. He knows the team needs a goal. This is late in the last quarter when they were 2 goals down. So he pushes a wingman just a bit further forward to give himself some space. And if the ball happens to fall his way, then he can be the beneficiary. I like guys who organise the game for themselves, Jono, is what I'm saying. But then he gets the footy and he delivers. And that's what you want. You want players staying involved. Massive penetration with everything this guy does. I think it's a good selection for Adam Simpson and his crew. They knew he'd still be there. That's why they slid back to pick 14. But everything he does has yardage, has meterage, and that's what they need.
Yeah, a classy player indeed. And we're going to head to Campbell right
Seems
now.
like he just has a good foot. He's strong.
Congratulations. Is this the best moment of your football career?
He has a good foot, and he understands the field. He got good footy IQ, man. We'll take him, man. We'll take him.
My life, not only my football career, so yeah.
Campbell, congratulations. What was the lead up from a West Coast point of view? Did they give you some sort of indication to start prepare yourself mentally to travel to the other side of the country?
Nah, not
He was ranked number 22.
Directly, to be honest, they came up home to Auburn the other day, and yeah, I don't know, they seemed pretty keen then, but yeah, I don't know, I looked at my manager and stuff. Yeah, there were a few rumours going around the media, and yeah, you get word of that, but I think I'm quite ready to move interstate, and yeah, I've lived away from home for kind of 4 years, so I think I'm definitely well equipped to adapt to a new environment, and yeah, I'm stoked and I can't wait to get over there.
We've spoken a little bit about the frustrating run with injuries you've had of late. Were you confident that you'd done enough earlier in your career to be able to secure an AFL spot?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you had told me in under 16s that year was kind of going to show me if I had got drafted or not, I would have been pretty surprised. So yeah, I mean, the last few years have kind of been, yeah, it's been a long period of time, especially with my knee. It's been quite disjointed, but yeah, I'm lucky enough to have done enough early to kind of get my name read out, and yeah, I'm absolutely stoked. So.
Well, Campbell, this is only the beginning of what we hope will be a really long and successful AFL career. Congratulations. Go and enjoy this with your family and friends.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks, Abby.
Man, we actually are subscribed to you, Kat.
GWS Giants with pick number 15.
With pick 15, GWS Giants have selected Leek Aaliyah from Central.
Oh. Good pick. Good pick, GWS. Good fucking pick, man.
The second of the STEEZ boys. Unbelievable, isn't it? 2 in the first round. And this is the boy that jumped over the grandstand in our testing. He smashed the record. Here he comes.
GWS.
His agility run.
Fuck with GWS, man.
He's a boy that's had injuries in his lead-up years at Central Districts, and started to unfold at senior level as a 20-year-old this year. Back half of the season, they switched him down into defence, and I think inspired by maybe a bit of the namesake, Aaliyah, spelled a wee bit differently. He unfolded in that back half of the year as it can happen. The intercept marking, that vertical leap, that makes him a pretty special talent.
We have him there as a bolter, ranked number 32 by our reckoning, up to 15, and well, these are the stories that really emerge out of draft and can really make a club when you find someone, you unearth a gem.
Yeah, that's right, and it's all about the intercept marking, the spores, the high element of the game. When the ball's in the air is where he excels. Yes, he'll work on his disposals and those things that come with it out of the scout profile, and GWS will really work extremely hard on that side of his game, because if he gets the intercept part right, you've got to retain it at AFL level, and that's the biggest challenge for someone like Aaliyah.
Okay, up next for
Damn, them boys know who they want, ain't it?
With pick 16, the Brisbane Lions have selected Darcy Wilmot from the Northern Knights.
Congratulations to Darcy, a Brisbane Lion, and the party has started. An attacking
How many damn picks is it this round? Shit. 18, ain't it? I don't know, they got 20. Right now, at least. And you want to switch to a different round? I think it's just one round today and one round tomorrow.
For Darcy, this is such a great story, and interestingly, he's the youngest player in the draft pool. He only qualified for like a matter of hours.
Youngest player in the draft?
Next year, that's how young he is. A boy from Montmorency Footy Club, Hazelden College, and Northern Knights, of course.
Damn, he was ranked 19th. Bailey Williams.
Take a long and dash, and then kick it long. He backs himself.
The fuck is Bailey Williams?
You said vision of him. Really special talent.
Oh, the ruck?
Acceptability as well, but it's his run and carry that separates him from the other defenders.
This might be the best celebration of the night, isn't it?
Here we go.
Who's Bailey Williams?
Memories being created forever.
Oh, sure, no, bro. That shit got me confused as fuck. Is he the rock?
Oh, sensational stuff. I mean, he'll never forget tonight. This is a
Because Tim English was the ruck. And without him,
Tim English be playing for
Stephon Martin was the other ruck, too.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Bailey Williams? For Bulldogs, not y'all Bailey Williams. I feel like I knew a Bailey Williams and now I don't. Besides y'all.
2003, so just sliding in there. Darcy, we head to you now. We have
Confused.
to first of all...
Blame it on the sleep.
Did you survive? Everyone jumping on you? Those
We can
scenes
look
were
at the
insane.
worst fucking stats I've ever seen, man.
So Darcy...
What the fuck that nigga said? Am I yelling so loud? Like shit breaking up. He's eligible draft by one day, bro. Yeah, he's a defender, but oh, he's a defender. I could have swore he was the ruck, but now that makes sense because Stephon Martin and Tim English.
You can be attacking as well. What do you think you bring straight to this AFL environment?
Oh, just everything you just said then. Just the best footy I'll bring and hard work and determination. Just everything I've got in me, I'll bring to the AFL.
What got the Ollie Wines cut?
What's the plan for the rest of the evening, Darcy? Have you got a few celebrations in store?
More Pepsi Max and
The Pepsi Max. What, yelling like fuck?
Well, Darcy, you've certainly a celebration tonight. We're so
Boy breaking up and shit.
incredibly thrilled for you, and we look forward to speaking to you over what's hopefully a really long footy career.
thank you very much. Thank you.
That boy drunk as shit, ain't it?
Yeah, nigga tapped his belly, boy.
You do love that, though.
That boy drunk as shit.
Much their mates are proud and are enjoying this.
It is, because everyone's a part of it, you know, part of the journey. And
It's Richmond's second pick.
and so they should.
Mm-hmm.
He's a character.
Oh, I love it.
They had that buddy with the
Future
Oh,
on-field
long
leader
ass
as
neck.
well. Kevin, which is really important.
Oh, it was a couple niggas with long. It was two niggas with not. Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about makeup, don't we?
Buddy that said
It's hard for us to see.
Awkward, bro?
Most of the kids from the way
Were they
play
both
from over
awkward?
the fence, the clubs get to interview. They get to know the kids fairly individually.
Buddy looked a little Indian type shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot better. They'll know the type of boy they're getting in there, and they're getting a passionate young fella in, aren't they?
Joshua Circus?
Yep. Gibcus. Gibcus.
On the clock with pick number 17. We spoke before about the
Who's the other nigga with the long neck? Was that Hobbs from Essen? Is that that nigga?
Hell no, Hobbs was on Rewalk.
Okay, I thought that was the same nigga. Oh.
They'll be assessing what to do
Well,
here.
I've got better connection. And that's saying a bit. I'm trying to tell you.
Terrific players, and I can see that there could be a dozen they're looking at right now. It was very uncertain what might happen at the back end of this first round, and there's been some swings and roundabouts already. So, yep, the pick is in.
With pick 17, Richmond have selected Tom Brown from the Murray Bushrangers.
That boy got the mullet.
He is headed to Tigerland, an athletic, quick line-breaking defender who can go forward. The son of former Cat Paul Brown, and his sister Millie was on Geelong's AFLW list. So, a footballing family from the Murray Bushrangers, a wonderful story, and he's perhaps one that's bolstered up the draft board this year.
Yeah, I think he's probably in that group of the 10 or 12 that might have been tonight or early tomorrow. Interceptability is the key. He's got a little bit of Tom Stewart about him, the way he dashes through as well. So another halfback that they've gone for here. A boy down at the Geelong Grammar as well has moved away from the route. He's up there in the Gold playing for the Murray Bushrangers. But yeah, love the way he takes the game on. He's got some real dash about him.
You mentioned Millie, she can certainly play. Don't worry about that. And now Tom as well. What about that for the family and what Paul did as a player as well? So
They're not eligible for the father-son because Paul played 84 games, including the grand final. So
Got injured a bit at the end of the career, so no one's fault.
originally from Echuca, Paul.
Yes, there's one.
So Sydney next on the clock with pick number 18 after the Tigers have taken Paul Brown. And again, Richmond going for that defensive type player, which is interesting as they look to set up and cover for the likes of David Asprey and some of the key position players they've lost to play.
Yeah, I think that's it's an important thing that Richmond supporters will be looking at for sure in terms of, okay, two defenders. What's next? Do they go back to the midfield or start to push maybe some half forward or even some outside run again for the Tigers with what they've got in the centre, bouncing can flow through there. Maybe it is a little bit on the outside that they can start to bolster their list with.
The Sydney Swans in the past few years have been the superstars of this draft night. They always seem to do something that
Kinnear Benson will love you saying.
we look back on during the season and go, wow, they did well. So we wait to see what they're going to do here with pick number 18.
And it's in.
With pick 18, the Sydney Swans have selected Angus Sheldrick from Claremont.
Angus.
Congratulations to Angus, and as we just said, the Sydney Swans have a wonderful history of doing some brilliant things on draft night. And another bolt.
Bro must not be on the video chat, man.
I think you like the saying of heart.
They're looking for Brian.
You've got the heart of the cat. You've got Tom Libertori and maybe Jack Viney rolled into one in the way he plays. A ferocious attack on the ball is his number one.
Damn, bro, don't even got no
Big
highlights.
games this year. That rep game between WA and
Zooming in on this nigga alone, man.
relentless runner.
Trent Cotchin.
There was a final this year at 2 playing at Claremont in the under-18s where he got a corky, didn't come off.
Boy must be drunk as shit.
He just found the way, and the good players can do that. So he's super competitive young fella that had a real breakout.
Waffle Colts.
That smaller ground up there too. Contested ball winner in the midfield.
Damn.
Can be dangerous as a
Players
forward.
just on the same team as
JMS.
Part of his career as well, and you know that's why I think
Yeah, because he was in a waffle.
Oh, yeah.
where some of their stars who play this way are coming towards the end of their careers as well.
All right, Mick Ablett over in the West. You've seen a bit of Angus firsthand.
Yeah, certainly have Sarah, and he certainly fits the
Sarah.
mold of the Sydney Swans. He's that real hard-working, tough inside mid that just finds the footy. I watched him earlier in the year in that game against South Australia, just continue to accumulate. He brings his teammates into the game, particularly by the use of his hands when he's in tight. So he'll, as Jono mentioned, he'll certainly get the opportunity to work with the likes of Luke Parker and Callum Mills, Isaac Heaney, some real classy AFL players that are going to be able to impart their knowledge on the next tough Sydney inside mid.
They've got a history of doing incredibly well with their tough inside midfielders. So can't wait to see what Angus can produce.
What that does, Mills is class. We know that, and he's getting more midfield time. So, and you look at what Isaac Heaney can do as well, both inside and outside. So having someone completely on the inside more often than not just allows in the future, in 5 years' time, to have Angus inside, and then you've still got Heaney and Mills with their class and ball use on the
Jesse
outside.
Motlop.
So we've got the reigning premiers next up in the Melbourne Football Club with pick number 19. They're on the clock as we have a look at the remaining players according to the Fox Lab rank. And well, Johnson go to, there's some brilliant midfield talent there. And Sonsi is a player, you like Butler as well, as a player that can play that midfield forward role.
Yeah, that's right. I had Johnson rated fairly highly within the realms of from what I've seen in terms of a player. I think Kingy was keen on Butler in the pre-show.
The pick is in.
Pick 19, Melbourne Football Club have selected Jacob Van Roon from Claremont.
Congratulations to Jacob, considered the leading swingman in the draft. He's a versatile.
They really did. Boy, Angus dirty as fuck.
Ability to play key positions at either ends of the ground. Has played senior footy in the WAFL and is a very.
I don't even know what Angus looked like, bro.
I just seen a little mini picture, bro.
That representative game he played against SA across half-back. He with Bazzo were the 2 stars.
Josh Brew.
For the grand final this year at Colts, where he kicked 4. Who come back on is the
Yeah, hop off that bit, man. I'm quite tired.
So yeah, as you described there, by the pin go forward as well. Lovely size at 190.
Anybody know how many picks there is in this first round?
Players drafted an excellent final series, so therefore
Something
playing it right
tells
out,
me
playing
24,
well
but
in the tough games at the end of the season.
And heading to a team that had a very good final series, or the best final series in the D's, Kingy.
194 centimetres, Sarah, and he's a bit of a swingman, as Shifter just said. I love his ability to stay in marking contest.
they did need a forward.
He protects drop zone, he knows where his opponent always is, he knows the location, and then protects it. You can see there, forward into the mark. We see that from the best forwards in the competition, so his ability to not only win one-on-ones, but to bring the ball to the ground when he
I ain't get to see my team do shit, nigga. This is what happens when you have a good trade period, boy. You bored as fuck right here, boy. God damn, I want to see some young nigga shit.
I think that's what Melbourne will be really happy with. I mean, you're seeing
Shit ass. Might be the only motherfuckers without no pick, nigga.
This guy's a ripper, forward or back.
Probably, bro. This shit ass. Then again, Frio got about 3-4 picks. Them niggas had 3. GWS had 2. Richmond had 2. Some niggas missing some shit.
I'm quite surprised to see him a couple of times play deep defence as well. So what he's going to give Melbourne is real genuine flexibility, someone that they can play around with a little bit. Does he eventually go forward to replace Ben Brown when he retires?
Who the
Does
fuck
he go
else
down
you
back
got
and
there?
give Jake Lever and Stephen Mayahan? But wherever he
Adelaide
lands,
had
what he
one.
does possess his leadership. And when you look at the big bodies, the Clayton Olivers, the Christian Petrarcas,
Sydney had
he fits
one.
with that sort of mix, but what he also gives them is great character and just another string to the Melbourne Demons' bow.
Nigga, we might be the
And
only
it's been really eye-catching tonight, I suppose, the WAFL Colts players and the players from the West who've had a really uninterrupted run with their junior football, being able to have a big hand in this first round tonight.
No question. I think Mickey nailed it too in terms of when you look at the dynamic of Ben Brown resurrected, you know, where his football's going, will play some good football, you think, over the next couple of years. Tom McDonald is the other call that floats consistently down there. But then in the fucher, you've got Jackson, who will go into the ruck a little bit. Along with
I don't think the Saints did anything.
Saints
Saints had the buddy on the wing.
when Brown and McDonald, you know, finally hang them up.
It might be good for a while, the D's.
I think so. The way that their midfield is set up, and it's going to be strong for some period of time, and their forwards get good looks at the footy, whether you're a mid-size or a tall.
Long wait for one flag. They might have a dynasty coming up. This is pick 20.
What it was Collingwood didn't have no pick, but they matched the bid type shit. So, couple niggas.
We'll wait to head to AFL headquarters. Of course, the draft will continue tomorrow night on Fox Footy from 7 p.m.
At pick 20, the Brisbane Lions have selected Kai Lohman from the Greater Western Victoria Rebels.
Congratulations to Kai. Headed to the Brisbane Lions and Shifter. This is another bolter for the first round.
Yeah, I'd suggest him as a
It's
material
wrong,
player. I'd heard about him the
About
first
to
time I
get
said he
one.
was up at Mars
Tonight,
Stadium
yeah,
in Ballarat.
for
Within
real.
10 minutes, he's taken the mark of the day and kicked the goal of the day. He can do special things, this boy. You don't have to be
Last
a genius
pick
to
of the
understand.
first
There's a
round.
bit of Isaac Heaney about him. When he's forward, he's courageous in the air. He can push up through midfield. He noticed he tested well as an athlete too at the combine in Bendigo right at the end of the year. Missed that rep game because of injury, so it's
Where's
just
the Bolter
that
pick?
day where I was in Ballarat, I certainly could say, well, that guy looks to have the talent to be listed, and obviously the clubs have seen a wee bit more than that. He was in that group that we thought might go early tomorrow night, and so we all see it differently. A boy from Lake Wendouree, St Pat's again. We heard them talk about St Pat's, and Howard Clark is there as a guest.
Let me look at the second round, goddamn mock draft. 'Cause if we got an early pick, we might be grabbing some talent.
Yeah, I certainly agree. The adjustment of moving to Brisbane, which they'll settle in nicely. But then outside of that shift, you mentioned that there's some players. There's been a couple of players who expected to go tomorrow who have been called out tonight. Some tonight who had that expectation of a first round. They'll get picked up second and third round, no question at all. There's some players, you know, with some great talent that are still sitting.
First pick was, this is his name, Jason Horn Francis. Jason Horn Francis.
Guys that won't sleep that well tonight. But tomorrow,
Jason Horn Francis. Then you had Sam Darcy. Then was it Dacos next? No, it was somebody else. It was Mac Andrew next with Gold Coast. Yep. Yeah, Mac Andrew with Gold Coast. Then Nick Dacos. And then Finn Callahan.
Yeah.
And then after that, it gets kind of fuzzy. So Frio got the first pick next round.
Them niggas wild as shit. I know Frio got a miss.
Oh no, this is round 2, I think, bro. No cap. Yeah, don't tweak that. Oh, tomorrow's. Yeah, I like fuck, bro.
Every year, I think, Paddy, this will be it.
Carlton's pick coming up.
It's bigger than medals, bigger than money, bigger than premierships. This is why we play. And surely this year, I'll be chosen as a national.
So y'all got first pick?
No, we got 25. Pick 25.
So
This is the second round.
we're in the second round right now?
Yeah, yeah.
So when did she just...
The results you want start here.
She just said something about this shit going off or something tomorrow.
Man, you better get to my pick, nigga. That's all I know.
Oh no, we talking at Geelong. Then you get first pick tomorrow?
Hell no. Hell no. Y'all got 29 pick.
Connects you to a personal trainer in your home. Your track, the home,
Oh, so y'all, matter of fact, y'all got another pick from Port. Nigga, y'all traded with Port in 2020 too. 2020 as well. So y'all got a pick from Port, and then y'all got another one this year. Y'all traded with Port. Y'all fuck with Port, bro.
That's right, yeah.
So you might be having 3 picks this round, nigga. Weird ass niggas.
Oh, this shit might be going off now, no cap.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's 5. Hella niggas just dipped off the goddamn the chat and shit.
Bitch, it better not.
I know that the time said it's supposed to be from 3 to 5.
Damn, that's cheeks, bruh. That's cheeks, bruh. That's cheeks than a bitch.
Let's see what comes on after that commercial.
And we're like, yo, just in 3 more picks. Calton did this. Everybody else. Then I know Sarah Jones ain't gonna stick up for us like that, bro.
No. That's something all there. That's what she said at least.
Oh wow, you said it. I can't believe you actually said that and you never said Carlson.
ADED, man.
I know.
ADED, man.
ADED. ADED.
Cricket.
There's something called wickets in that game, but I don't know what a wicket is. You remember who that was already? Oh shit.
Hell,
You know who that is?
Mac Andrews. Gotta remember the black folk, man.
Oh, but that's that boy Gibcus.
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 I don't know. That's Gibcus.
I don't know. It's David. Harris Andrews.
Jason.
Drunk, bro. Yeah, this shit rap. God damn it. Ain't no clock or none of that. Fuck, nigga.
And that's the power of our game over here. These boys obviously
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for watching the draft with us, man. We'll be tuning in tomorrow. I don't know what time it is coming on tomorrow for us. I know it's like 7.
I think it's the same time.
Same time, same place. They're gonna be well rested next time.
Yeah, can't wait to see all of these
They
players
probably gonna
become
have beer
household
some
names
next
over the
time.
next few years as we have a look at
Yeah, we're gonna be straight next time.
Wickets of the wood poles in the ground. They try to hit the ball with. All right, bet. Appreciate that, Troy. Learn something new every day. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, but all right, y'all. We gonna hit y'all up, man. Probably see y'all tomorrow. Subscribe, like, comment, all the YouTube
All
shit.
that. Like, comment, subscribe. Yep. Journey to 1,000.
Hell yeah.
Evening, blokes.